Copper Queen Community Hospital, Bustamante Framing LLC, Semper Valens Solutions Inc., Thunder Mountain Church, Bob Moses Ceramic Coating, and SSVEC welcome you to Keith Hampton Memorial Field on this very chilly Sunday night under the Sunday night lights, as it is the home finale for our Coronado Athletic Club tonight, the third seed in the current standings, as they will head to the playoffs. The top four move on. This is just a matter of getting it done and finishing out the season strong. Coronado Athletic Club at 4-4-3, and they are in their white jerseys, white pants tonight with blue numbers on their back, and they are facing off BARCA FC wearing the red and blue tonight. BARCA starts with the opening kick, 45 minutes till half as we start this broadcast here. Jeff Davenport and John Berger joining you with the dozen of fans here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field this evening. It is chilly. And remember, as you're watching this, you'll see the football field, but remember the yellow lines are the ones that count for soccer, including the out-of-bounds line, which is about, 7 or 8 yards beyond the regular out-of-bounds line for football. Excuse me, last time we were here, there was a little bit of rain.
Yeah, that was pretty awful.
And it was insane in the rain.
Yep.
And it was insane in the brain that we were in the rain. But the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. But John and I, we were having a good time out here, and then they decided to move everybody
under the bleachers.
Yeah, under the bleachers for halftime, and they were just basically waiting out the rain, and we thought, yeah, we've been here long enough, and Coronado had the lead, and that ball bounces into the stands. No, it will just fall just short, as it will be a throw-in for BARCA FC. Thank you so much to the sponsors who make this coverage possible. You can see them in the post description. Again, it's just a handful of incredible sponsors for the Coronado Athletic Club soccer team that have been sponsoring them all year long, and we've been glad to bring you this coverage here. That is a whistle against BARCA, so it will be a free kick for Coronado. And they get a big boot going all the way up ahead, but just a little too much mustard on that for Jared Nunez to run down. He is actually wearing a ski mask tonight. You got to stay warm here, and the players, you can see some of these players, they're hardcore because they are playing with shorts and no long sleeves. Meanwhile, I think between the two of us, I think we have about 23 layers, John.
Oh, at least. I've got 4 on my upper body, 3 on the lower body, and when you talk about socks, I'm 3 deep on that too.
Are you? Oh,
yep.
I should have gotten an extra pair of socks, but that's all right. I should be wearing shoes, but I'm not. I thought, no, I don't need to wear shoes tonight.
Yeah, what's up with the flip-flops,
Exactly. Man? I'm like, hey, life's a beach, man. So it's a 0-0 game here early on, first 5 minutes of this USPL action. Nobody raising a flag for offside. Or did they? Somebody whistled somewhere, so it looks like it will be a free kick for Coronado. Didn't hear the whistle. But I do have my hoodie up and a beanie over my ears just to keep them warm, because temperature says it's in the 40s. I think with the wind chill, that should be a whistle, and that is not. They're letting it play. Jared's getting railroaded over there, and trying to get it through the legs of the BARCA player. Great hustle by this team. Both of these teams, they play with a lot of pride. We've seen them play each other over the course of the last 4 years of Coronado Athletic Club's existence. 3 years, I believe. 2025 will be their 4th year. Hard to believe we're talking about 2025.
I know. Almost done here.
And with the holidays coming up at the end of this month, I think it'll just be a blink of an eye and we'll be at Christmas. It's just one of those situations. So we've got our hand warmers, we've got all of our layers that we're wearing, and we're glad that you're joining us and hope that you are very, very warm wherever you are joining us tonight. BARCA with the ball. Oh, what a nice back kick. Just ran into a wall of 3 defenders. And Coronado, ouch. That'll be a throw-in for Coronado. Will it go all the way under the bleachers?
Come on. Grab it, bro.
I believe it does. No, just barely. Just bounces off, so able to throw it in is number 9 on a roster that I do not have. Or he's not listed on the roster that I do have, I should say. My brain is already frozen.
Thanks for checking in, Gerald.
And there is a flag up right there. Cesar Ochoa was offside for Coronado, so it'll be a free kick for Barca in this 0-0 game as we get started here tonight. It's been a busy weekend, to say the least.
Pups on parade.
Yeah, a little bit of relaxing today for me at least. Just church in the morning and then.
The Cardinals? Wait, no, the Cardinals were on bye, and the Seahawks won, and I didn't pick it.
Which is great, because now they're both 5-5.
I wanted the Seahawks to win, but
Of course you did, yeah.
Well, I picked against them,
though. Seahawks did? Oh, what is wrong with you? You're not a Seahawks fan. How
well, I thought that the Niners at home would do it.
I can't believe I said the word Seahawks without going, see you? Throwing up in my mouth a little bit.
You're getting better. You're figuring it out.
The Cheat Hawks. You're calling them the Cheat Hawks.
I know you'll be a fan soon.
Oh, please. I can't stand the Seahawks fans. 7 years being a Cardinals season ticket holder. They are the most obnoxious. Oh, what a nice, great job by Coronado's back line to defend against that attack. Now, Barca not letting up. Just trying to find their space. Looks like they're spread pretty well. Oh, nice kick, and that will take one bounce right in front of the Coronado goalkeeper defending this West End goal here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field in the shadow of the Martin Luther King Jr. Parkway in Sierra Vista, Arizona. It's Coronado Athletic Club soccer. Sunday night football here on Cool FM.
It is football. Seahawks lose. Oh, dude, the Ravens lost today. I did pick that. I thought Pittsburgh would take them out. Thankfully, they did.
I can't stand the Steelers.
I'm not in love with the Steelers, but I definitely don't like the Ravens. I'll take the Steelers over the Ravens.
Well, either way, there's more fans who showed up here. Remember, it's free admission, so if you want to come, I'd suggest many, many layers and some warm tea, or go run through one of the coffee places.
Where's the ball?
It's midfield right now. They're just tossing
gosh.
it around. Getting ready to throw in is Barca. They throw backwards toward the east goal. Their goalkeeper. I don't know where Barca is ranked. I didn't get a lot of information before this game, and unfortunately on the Coronado Athletic Club Facebook page, I did not see any information about this game. Normally they're usually pretty good about posting stuff, but it didn't happen this time. That's all right. They kick it all the way back to their goalkeeper. Just a defensive battle here thus far in the first 10 minutes of tonight's matchup that did start just a shade after 6 p.m.
Nice move.
So fast. The educated feet of number 9 on Coronado. As they kick it back to Cesar Malonzi. And remember, these are semi-professional soccer players here. Their goal is to excel at this level and then move up to the next level or find another team to play for. There are so many great soccer franchises around the world. Obviously, we know the Real Madrids and teams like that. The flag is up on the side, and the ref did notice it. It took a few extra seconds. Manchester United, these kinds of Major League Soccer teams over in Europe. That is obviously the ultimate goal of any soccer player, is to go play overseas for one of those teams. But now in the States, we have MLS, Major League Soccer, professional soccer at many teams in many cities across the United States, which is really kind of fun to see and to watch unfold here. So their soccer dreams don't have to end with the Coronado Athletic Club. It can actually be a good stepping stone for the future of these young athletes' careers. Something we want to talk about enough is them looking ahead. A lot of times we cover high school sports or college sports like we did this weekend. My gosh, we did football, basketball, and soccer all in the same weekend, John.
Dude, what a weekend.
You are a talented man to be able to call those.
It's just
that is crazy.
Cameraman. That's all I did.
Barca on the attack again. Very few whistles early in this game. I think they're just too cold.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully they stay warm, because I think halftime is going to be the roughest part. You can stay warm as you do the pregame, but after running for 45 minutes, you want to cool down. But then how do you time it out when you cool down, when it is this cold and windy? That's something that these players will have to deal with.
I would tell someone to heat up the van and tell everybody to climb inside.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just wait
just
it
heat
out.
up the vehicles.
Yeah, I mean, the problems with getting too cold, you got a lot of muscle pulls and you don't feel minor injuries sometimes. Like if you scrape something or if it's like a broken toe or a finger, you don't feel it immediately.
And it's not from lack of, oh my goodness, racing it down! The Coronado goalkeeper gets there in time, kicks it all the way out of bounds, almost over the fence on that far sideline, over the track.
Almost through the fence. That was a rocket.
He really had to get that ball moving because Barca was on the attack. It was a foot race to see who could get to the ball first. Thankfully, it was the Coronado goalkeeper. So throw in for Barca. Barca has had one shot on goal in this 0-0 game thus far. Closing in on 15 minutes, the flag goes up. You can see all the hands going up from the Coronado players. They're going, he's offside, see. Which is good. It's good to have a little help, if the sideline ref, just making sure they're paying attention. But they do a great job. These referees, I mean, they were out here in the rain 2 weeks ago.
Dude.
They're out here in the cold. Coronado just can't catch a break.
I know.
They just can't have a nice home game. At least not the last couple weeks. But this is kind of weather we get in November in Southern Arizona. In mid-November.
It almost seems like it's a little bit late, like it should have come out like last week. But we've been, like it stayed around. The nice weather stuck around for a little bit is what I'm trying to say.
Nice work. Almost producing a shot on goal, but Barca back line keeps the ball in their control. Nice kick up ahead. Not considered a shot on goal because it was just a kick up ahead.
It's like clearing in hockey.
Yes.
Clearing the puck.
Coronado goalkeeper, again, that's where you're looking on the west side. As Barca is driving from our right to our left in the multicolored jerseys, the navy and red. You can hear the slap on the ball off the feet and the body parts of these athletes. Gets centered, and then the second shot on goal again, right into the arms and the face of the Coronado goalkeeper. Knocks it down, bounces it, and has it from there. One bounce ahead. Jared Nunez trying to box out, takes a kick. It goes in! My goodness! Two players on him could not stop him. Jared Nunez with another goal on his career here at Coronado Athletic Club, and the first goal of the night tonight. Coronado leads 1-0. An amazing move by Jared to be able to box out the two players who were coming at him, one over his right shoulder, the other from his left side, able to get off the left-footed kick into the right side of the goal, and it is 1-0 Coronado.
It was kind of like seeing when a football player, when you're throwing it and the person's running and looking over their shoulder to receive it. He was watching the ball coming over his shoulder before it came down, adjusted his body so he boxed the person out and then went forward. It was a really great play.
But how do you do that when you're trying to kick a ball?
How do you do that, period?
He just did.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Jared Nunez, the freak athlete here on the Coronado Athletic Club, that is ranked number 3, one game away from going into the playoffs. And again, the top 4 seeds move on to the playoffs. Only 4 teams get in. And Coronado had a massive win a month ago that swapped positions between 5th place and 4th place. And now they've gone all the way up to 3rd. So they are destined for the playoffs should anything crazy here happen in this game against Barca. Or some other games. I guess you can always move slots. The goal is just to win. Make sure you win. How on earth did Allen, that was Allen, wasn't it? That was
number
Allen
11,
Solis.
I believe.
Yes. How Allen does that, again, the educated feet of these Coronado players.
I mean, he's running one direction and does a full circle while keeping the ball underneath him. Not even a full circle, a full pivot, 360 rotation. I mean, the way a person does that, you think that they must be a dancer or something like that. I mean, it's incredible.
Well, actually, the next time Jared Nunez scores, we got to keep the camera on him because he does dance at the end of his scores. He does a little samba dance or rumba right there.
All right, that's his celebration. He doesn't do the dive on his chest or anything.
Right, or the dive on your knees, the slide on your knees, like they do.
Would kill me.
Yeah, exactly. You only do that on real grass.
Yeah, exactly. When your body won't fall off when you hit the ground.
Yeah, where pieces of it won't stay on the grass.
Yeah. Oh, AstroTurf was just the bane of my existence.
Did you have to play on that a lot?
Yeah, twice a year.
Okay. And that was back. I mean, this turf is really. It's actually not bad.
So nice in comparison.
I mean, the new turf that they're making nowadays is state of the art compared to what those professional football players played on in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, AstroTurf was nasty. This is like field turf. So field turf is a brand, but it's if you're thinking about what it actually is it's these really really long threads of plastic grass, and then they put this like filler over the top of it, and then they rake it, and then they put more filler and they rake it until all of that grass pulls all the way up to the top, and they have something like soil beneath, even though it technically isn't, but it behaves a lot like soil that it gives away under your feet rather than AstroTurf. It was like got
a corner kick coming for Barca. Another attack for them.
Tighten the sucker up.
Very first corner kick, I believe, of this game. Takes a big boot. That's going to go all the way to the other side. Getting run down by Coronado, who leads 1-0 here. Oh, sloppy pass intercepted. And Barca, there's a lot of white jerseys there, a lot of Coronado jerseys. No flag, or no whistle, I should say. Been watching too much football today. American football, I should say. And that flag goes up for offside.
Yeah.
Jared was just offside.
So many good games today.
Very close games, as a matter of fact. Yeah. I mean, came down to the last drive for the Seattle game.
Yep.
The Chiefs game was close to the Bills before they finally pulled away. Or held them off.
Yeah. Who else? There was a bunch of good games.
And then watching the Lions just go to work.
Maul them 55-6 or something. Oh, whole different level, those guys.
Detroit has their best record through this many games since like 1960 or something crazy like that.
That doesn't surprise me because back in the 60s they were crazy dominant. They had a bunch of really great players, but there was also there was only something like 20 teams back in the 60s.
John remembers that because he was in college. Right?
I've read so many football books. I know so many silly things. The free kick finally went away this year. Now with the new kickoff rules.
Yeah, some controversial things that maybe some of the old school players look at and say, well, we were tougher in my day. Now they boot it back to the goalkeeper who boots it away, keeping it in bounds, looking at Jared, who gets a good head on that ball, but his counterpart does as well. Number 19 is running it down, who I don't have on my roster, unfortunately. Trying to get something out of nothing. Still 1-0 Coronado here in the first half. On a really chilly Sunday night. Everybody wearing their layers. Everybody got a blanket on top of their jacket, on top of their hoodie.
Oh, I got a rain parka to block the wind. I'm not messing around. You're suited up pretty good.
Oh, this is like one of my favorite winter hoodies that was given to me by one of my advertisers on my radio station, KKYZ 101.7 FM, and the all-new Mix 96.9 FM here in Sierra Vista. A good attack, and that goes up and in off the top of the crossbar, bouncing down into the goal behind the Coronado goalkeeper, and Barca has tied this at 1.
What a shot. I mean, it almost looked like he was aiming to bank it off that. That was so cool. It was like a laser shot. There's no way a person aims for a bar, I know. But
from that side,
that was incredible.
But you have to aim high to get it over the goalkeeper. But then beyond that, just to have that bounce, enough English on the ball to bounce the right way into the back of the goal, rather into the front of the goal, or in front of the goal, I should say. Whistle blows. We're knotted up at 1 here. Coronado struck first, and now that ball goes straight out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for Barca.
They're not going after the ball for some reason.
Barca comes back here at the 23rd minute.
Is there another ball up there?
Yeah, they don't want to go underneath the bleachers to get it. So the goalkeeper on the Barca side is chasing down a ball. And one of the fans here will go chase that ball underneath the bleachers as Barca gets the ball from their end, and they'll throw in right now. Back to action here.
They heard about the brown recluses that I had under the stadium.
There's two.
Two on the field.
Another one ended up coming on. So
yeah.
So the goalkeeper is just kicking it off to the side. Unfortunately, I think that might keep rolling.
Oh man!
Kicked it just a little bit too hard.
Oh, please stop!
I don't know if that's going to stop. It's on the.
I mean, any bit of wind is going to move it.
Yep. Yeah, that's going to end up on the track or somewhere. Not exactly where he wanted it. He'll have to chase it eventually. But in the meantime, Coronado is chasing Barca. As they try to make another attack, that goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for Coronado in a 1-1 game. Barca and Coronado have gone head-to-head all 3+ seasons. I mean, they have 2 different seasons over the course of the year. So, I mean, you could say it's been 6 seasons that we've watched them play each other. So it's a fantastic rivalry between these two squads.
These referees don't look cold at all.
Yeah, how is that possible?
That always concerns me. If the referees don't look cold, the game goes long. That's what I always say.
Well, these are top-level athletes on this field. Whether it's raining, whether it's cold, and the flag goes up for offside.
Oh!
Jared takes the kick anyway.
He's right on it.
Even after the whistle, he just wanted to practice kick just to stay warm on that side with that left foot, and he gets a yellow card for his trouble.
You get a yellow card for that?
Yep, he gets a yellow card for his trouble.
I wouldn't be happy with that. That's kind of a...
Yeah, it was after the whistle.
Yeah, I mean, football. I don't know the rules. I'm not going to pretend. I know you can't catch the ball unless you're wearing the funny gloves and the cool jersey. That's all I know. That's what I'd want to play as goalie.
Oh, goalie is so tough, especially in those penalty kick situations.
Oh, yeah.
When there's a lot riding on it. You watch the Olympics or the World Cup, and you see the amount of pressure that these players play through for their country, you know, especially when it's the World Cup. And they're playing for their own country, and watching fans from literally around the world coming to the destination of the World Cup. I was in a Rugby World Cup city as the Rugby World Cup was going on in 2007 in Paris, France. Cool. And that was insane. We were on the same flight as the Samoan rugby team.
Dude, did they have any room available?
Leah is pretty sure that when the plane landed, it bounced.
Yeah,
from Heathrow to Charles de Gaulle. We just happened to be on the same flight as that rugby team and the Samoan rugby team, and they had a whole procession waiting for them. So we couldn't get our luggage. We had to wait to get our luggage because we had to wait till their welcome was done as they were arriving in Paris.
Yeah, they called that. What is that called? I lived in Hawaii for a bit. They called it There's like a term they have for. I guess they just call it aloha spirit. That's what we called it when I was on board the cruise ship. But they also said, like, you know, your ability to welcome people is really where the aloha spirit, the Hawaiian nature comes from. But man,
Jared tries to get around two players again, like he did last time when he got the first goal in this game. Not able to make that happen, but I believe it looks like they're setting up for a corner. No, it's a goal kick. I don't know what they're doing. No, it's going to be a corner. Going to get the ball there. It'll be a far corner. Alan Solis, number 11, will take the corner kick. And now they're calling it a goal kick. So as it was set up,
Weird.
Originally as a corner, the referee was pointing the whole time. I thought it was going to be a goal kick, but the way they were walking. Great job, great turn, one kick. Oh, tried to do the bicycle kick there in midair. Came up a little bit short, whiffed on that. You can see the frustration as he slams his hand down into the turf here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field in Sierra Vista, Arizona, in this 1-1 game. BARCA at Coronado. BARCA wearing their red and navy blue jerseys with the blue trunks. Coronado wearing their white jerseys, white trunks, blue numbers. Defending this west goal that BARCA just got called for offside. Nearing the 30-minute mark here in the first half.
Nice.
Great job to balance his body and not get ahead of the ball and get called for offside as he gets pushed down. No whistle by this official.
Weird.
BARCA defense coming through. Boy, having that second layer of clothing underneath the pants.
Yep.
Genius.
Yep.
That is a huge difference maker.
Yeah, I played with
And for me, it's just the thin bicycle, like the long bicycle pants.
That's what I got.
That are underneath, the long ones.
Yeah, there's some good stuff that they call long johns. And it's got like waffle design so it holds air better. Man, it's old school technology that still works.
Oh, long johns been around forever.
Yeah.
I think you were telling me about wearing snow pants.
Oh, I wanted to wear snow pants. I'm gonna buy snow pants.
You
If
would
I
have showed
gotta
up with
keep
your
doing
skis
this.
and
Oh yeah,
with your ski goggles.
dude, my legs would be nice and warm.
They
That
would absolutely. Kick going over the cross across the front. Coronado again, another cross that was
Dang.
not connected with. Boy, they had a chance to take the lead, but it will be a goal kick for Coronado, and the score still knotted at 1.
You can't find anybody to grab the extra balls on the side.
No, they got
these guys running laps
exactly.
over here.
Like, yeah, they're staying warm, but
You could stay
not gonna
warm
go chase it
catching the
down.
ball. Oh,
the wind is picking up.
I know.
Oh my goodness! But I can't really feel it, which is nice because
Well, you
not because
can't.
I'm so cold. I'm just saying because of all the layers.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice. It's nice not to be able to feel the wind. I feel it on my face, but
yeah. Up on the booth, above
oh gosh,
Loveless was, man, nice and chilly.
yeah. But that field was hot that night.
Oh, for sure. There was a kid up there wearing shorts, and I was like, you got to wear some pants. And
Off the side of the uprights, the right upright.
and he survived the entire game up there. Didn't complain once.
Well, hey, these kids, they grow them different.
I guess. Grow him insane.
It is Coronado Athletic Club versus BARCA, brought to you by Copper Queen Community Hospital, Bustamante Framing LLC, Semper Valens Solutions Inc., Thunder Mountain Church, Bob Moses Ceramic Coating, and Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight under the Sunday night lights for Sunday night football. Jeff Davenport, John Berger, here in Sierra Vista, under chilly conditions, bringing you what we can of this game. Glad to be here tonight, and hope wherever this game finds you that you are nice and warm wherever you are. That'll be a throw-in for BARCA on the far sideline. Again, as John mentioned, their players are actually doing drills on the sideline, just running, sprinting, doing side steps. So it looks like Coronado doesn't have that many extra players.
No backups,
honestly.
like one or two.
Yeah, I know there's at least one goalkeeper backup who's staying warm down on their end, on the west end of the field. But is there a chance?
Oh!
How
Oh my!
did that just miss going out of bounds? No, it did go out of bounds. So crossed in front of the goal on the right side, but out of bounds, tipped by BARCA. Goal kick or corner kick for Coronado. Alan Solis will line up to take the goal kick, or the corner kick, excuse me. And it looks like it's going beyond that back post, and it does. and goes all the way out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Barca. So the players on the sideline look at the players on the sideline. They're actually underneath, like it looks like actually a little bit over. They're right there, yeah. It looks like they're underneath a big old sleeping bag or something to stay warm on the side.
Those metal benches, man.
Oh,
not warm.
Brutal.
We're standing on them.
Yeah, I can feel it coming up through my sneakers.
Yeah, it absorbs your heat.
I'm sorry, we're continuing the gimmick. Through my flip-flops.
Sorry.
It is still 1-1. Now Barca here.
Oh! He got it!
Goes in!
Incredible.
Look at that player over here for Barca, giving them a 2-1 lead. How did that slow roller find the angle and get into that right corner?
I mean, the defender was chasing it down at the last second. It's like it got past, like, out of everybody's sight. Like, nobody realized where it was actually going to go. I think everybody expected it to kind of wind off to the right side, but it just slowly trickled into the goal.
Well, either way, that gives Barca the 2-1 lead.
Do you think they call it Barca because of Barcelona?
Probably. It might be, one of their minor league, considered one of their minor league
This kind of
or
looks
something, but it does have the Barca look, doesn't it?
Yeah, the uniforms.
There's Jared Nunez. He will do his best to take this team on his back and make sure that they can even this out. Getting past two defenders, looking to get past the third, bumps the third, pushes him down. And Jared's got to be careful because he's already playing with a yellow card.
He was trying to get around him. It didn't look like a trip at all. But, I mean, I'm not close enough to know.
I believe it was the defender who kind of got in front and stopped as the momentum continued to carry for Jared running into him. It was almost like setting a pick in a basketball game where you just kind of get in the way of someone, they push you from behind, and they get called.
Yeah, like a charging foul.
Goalkeeper booting it out here to the near side as Barca with a 2-1 lead. Looks to maintain as we are 34 minutes into this first half. It's another 11 minutes or so, give or take, before we reach full time of the first half. Or we reach the first 45, I should say. Full time is at 90, but... Yes, the flag goes up. They knew that was a flag. The flag came in a little bit late, actually. The players were calling it before the line judge was on the far side.
That guy barely moved out of the way and he booted it.
Man, literally coast to coast. One keeper to the next. Or almost from the goalkeeper's box to the other goalkeeper's box on two bounces.
I mean, if you kick that and it hit a dude square in the back, would that keep a person from doing that the next time? From turning their back on you?
Yeah, probably. I mean, my goodness, this is like solid man-to-man here. And they're saying that is a whistle, so it will be against Barca. Coronado down 2-1 here late in the first half. First half action of Coronado Athletic Club's final home game, unless somehow they win this game and move up to the number 2 slot, and then they will be hosting a home playoff game. We'll stay tuned to see if that comes to pass. In the meantime, Jeff Davenport and John Berger hanging out with you. Hopefully you're much warmer wherever you are, as we are bundled up here high above the throng of people. You can't say throngs, there's not that many, but there's maybe a throng.
Throng.
Yeah, a throng of
throng
people.
and a half.
Yeah, probably not even throng and a half. Hey, these are hardcore fans. They're out here just trying to have fun and root on our Coronado Athletic Club, and we're glad that they're out here. It is free admission here to Keith Hampton Memorial Field.
No, these are real fans. These are the kind of fans that actually enjoy soccer, as opposed to like you get people that come out that are just like trying to get a cheap beer and find something to do on a Friday. Nah, these people care about it.
As the ball rolls, will it go all the way under?
Man,
the players chasing it down here right in front of us, or just off to the right of us, and it did not go under, at least all the way rolling under. So. Player bounces it a couple times like a basketball on the track here. And Keith Hampton of field. Barca on the defensive.
Now, who calls the offense on a soccer team? Is that the coach?
Usually, well, yeah. There's offensive schemes that they work on. That's a yellow card going up.
Dang.
Against. That had to be against one of the Barca players, the way they're lining up.
Yeah.
So
I didn't see what happened though.
Second yellow card of the game. Like a high kick or high kick collision. Either way. You know what's interesting about this game so far, John? I'll go back to your question here in just a second. Is that there's been some collisions, but nobody going down and laying on the ground.
No.
It's just too cold.
Yeah, get up. And anyway, like if you're laying on the ground, it's just going to absorb all the swelling anyway. So there's nothing to, like, you're just going to heal up automatically. That's probably not true.
Yeah, put some ice on it. Or just sit there for 2 seconds.
Just lay there.
Just lay there for 2 seconds and then boom, it's good.
All the swelling has gone down. You are healed and ready to go. I do remember playing soccer in snow. That was not pleasant.
Snow?
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't like thick snow, and it wasn't like I was on a soccer team, but I was playing soccer with kids, and man, that ball gets so heavy. Like sometimes, like chunks of snow will stick to the ball if the ball gets cold enough.
There's some incredible footwork by the Barca goalkeeper there.
I was
right in front of number 19, swiping the ball around him as he came in. It was almost like an ankle breaker move that you would see a crossover dribble from AI.
You wouldn't expect that on a goalie. You know?
Goalkeeper, very fleet of foot. Barca on the attack with a 2-1 lead, looking to add to it. So who calls the offense was a question that you had. They set up certain plays along the way. The coaches aren't able to really... Nice stop there by the Coronado goalkeeper, keeping the score at 2-1. But they have, the field generals, usually your forwards or your midfielders. Okay. Sometimes your fullbacks will actually call for the midfielder to send ahead something to the forwards. So there's communication all over the field. We've been at these games long enough where you hear them talking the entire time. All the talking is coming from the field players, from the field level.
It's like quarterbacks get to call their offense. Middle linebackers usually get to call the defense. We used to have defensive linemen that would call the defense just for the linemen.
Exactly.
Wind is picking up. I can feel it against my clothes.
Yeah. Thank goodness we don't feel it through the clothes. My goodness, it is chilly out here tonight. Wind chill's got to be in the 30s, and we are about 5 minutes away from the 45-minute mark of this first half. You could hear that slap against the shin, that ball going against the shin. These guys don't wear shin guards, do they?
No.
They're crazy. I remember I always used to wear shin guards.
Dude, I wore shin guards on my forearms when I played football.
Great defense and a whistle against Barca. So with about 5 minutes, if not less, to go before we finish this first 45, Coronado is down 2-1. But that's why we play two halves here. Throw in for Barca. They'll take it all the way back to the keeper, standing far outside, about 5 yards plus outside the box. Now he ends up running the ball forward.
Oh, that seems kind of risky. Whoa, what happens there?
I'm not sure what that whistle was for.
Is he off?
Talking to the, maybe it was an offside of some sort, but
weird. I mean, he didn't even. I guess that's an offside. So if the ball is,
the ball's in, to your back, I guess that is still an offside. Even if the goalkeeper has it.
Yeah.
He tricked him into an offside.
Pretty much.
So the Barca players, with that 2-1 lead, trying to sneak it through, not able to do that. Coronado kicks back to their keeper. Oh, off the edge of the foot. That pass falls way short, but somehow Coronado's back line comes away, trying to push it up. Jared Nunez taking a shot. Oh, no, faking the shot, taking the left-footed kick. Blocked.
Rebound.
And stopped.
Oh.
How on earth did that goalkeeper keep the ball in front of him? And luckily, he had some help boxing out number 19 on Coronado, or else there would have been a rebound kick going into the back of the net to tie this game. Instead, it stays at Barca 2, Coronado 1. And there is an offside that they're not going to call. No whistle blown for that flag that was up. Great hustle by Carlos Pena as there's a big collision. And right before the half, two players end up going down in a near midfield scrum as they collide.
Oh, they don't need the magic cold spray. They need the magic warm spray on this one.
And Coronado does not have enough players on the sideline. So both players up and a yellow card being instituted to the... Oh, no, I'm sorry, not both players up. Coronado player still down,
yeah.
But the Barca player receives the yellow card.
Are they going to let him get off the ground before they kick it in? Okay, cool.
They do. Tee is up, thankfully, which is good to see. That was a big, big bang going on right there with Carlos Pena, number 7. He's rubbed some dirt on it, rubbed some turf on it.
Yeah. It's impressive to see how many people are running the track tonight. We got one person walking, one person jogging.
Well, they've got to get their steps in today somehow.
Heck yeah.
That ball gets away from the Barca offense. So Coronado gets it back with just minutes before we reach the 45-minute mark at halftime here in Sierra Vista. The last home game of the season for Coronado Athletic Club.
Oh, he was closing on that.
Yeah, that was Roberto Arbayo. Running like it's the beginning of the game.
I know.
It's the end of the half, and he's still going probably even faster than he was earlier. Now that the blood is warm, the skin is warm, the tendons are all loose. Everything feels good out on that field right now. Except the score, with Coronado down 2-1.
I wonder if both teams could just choose to not do halftime. Go straight
I think they'll want to. I think you still want to take a break. You still want to get your orange slices.
Oh, dude. I want an orange slice.
Leave us an orange slice emoji.
Yeah.
Oh, he kicked it after the whistle.
Nice shot,
now that you
though.
can see them pointing, they're saying, hey,
well,
you gave a yellow
card, right?
You gave a yellow card to our player for doing that.
Yeah.
Is he going to do it? He's waiting.
Yeah, he's
having a chat.
He's going to do it.
You think he's going to pull the card out?
I think he is.
I don't know. Looks like he's just giving him a warning.
Oh,
no,
wow.
There is not a yellow card.
Okay.
There was one earlier in the game for Jared Nunez, who did that exact same thing. But turnabout is not fair play, according to this official. Nonetheless, we're, again, very, very close to halftime. Coronado down 2-1. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for being a part of this broadcast here this evening. Sunday Night Football on Cool FM. Getting ahead. Was able to get it just on the edge of the keeper's box. Now they kick it back to the keeper. According to my watch, we are at the first 45, so I'll be keeping an eye on the official's watch. Or keep an eye on the official as he looks at his wrist to let us know when we've reached the end of 45. Great job by the official to stop that ball from going away. Throw in for Barca, leading 2-1. kick it again back to there. Oh my goodness, the goalkeeper. He's playing
Risky,
a dangerous game.
Risky. I don't know soccer, and I was like, wait, what's he doing?
There's 19 trying to race it down. I think time of possession probably is more in the balance of Barca over the course of this first half. As far as the attacks that they've had, they started slow. Barca did not get the first goal of this game, but they've had 2 unanswered and lead 2-1.
If you're trying to figure out who had more time on each side of the field, I think you're right.
It just feels like they've had the ball. They've had possession of the ball more often than Coronado has.
Yeah, they've controlled it very well.
Oh, just like that. What a great pass. Looking to try to stop and turn. Slips in the meantime.
Man.
Ball almost goes out of bounds. No, they're saying it is out of bounds. They're saying corner kick.
What?
They're saying that the goalkeeper's foot was
oh my gosh,
on the out of bounds.
That's unfortunate.
As he chased the ball down to try to roll it out, he wanted to just roll it out and get another scoring attack. He knows how close we are to the first 45. And the official, this game started
what's he waiting
just after 6 o'clock. So I'm not sure. Well, I think you have to give them a chance to attack. And then once it gets cleared, now you can...
He's calling let it go to let the half change, I think.
Racing down from behind, Coronado just doing whatever they can to try to get possession of the ball back. It is not happening for them. Barca on the attack again. Beautiful behind back pass. Even Jared Nunez back there in the action. He's the left wing. Oh, the ref is waving it off. No whistle for that player down on Barca. I think the officials... There it is. All right, I was going to say, I think the officials' watch might have frozen. Instead, we have reached the end of the first half of this Coronado Athletic Club game against Barca. That Barca leads 2-1 at the half. Thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital, Bustamante Framing LLC, Semper Valens Solutions Inc., Thunder Mountain Church, where I spent a little time this morning, Bob Moses Ceramic Coating, and Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community. We'll keep an eye on how these teams stay loose and stay warm on the sideline. In the meantime, John, there are some exciting things happening in the world of Sierra Vista sports, including tonight with the Coronado Athletic Club game. We have seen Berean Academy go on to the championship. That championship game will be played this Saturday at 5 or 6 p.m. Now, I think it's 5 p.m. up in Phoenix. And as far as I know, we're working, Todd, by we, I mean Todd, is working on getting all the credentials to make sure that we can be there to cover it and have it live. Either way, we'll just call a radio version of it, I guess, if we need to. But we'd love to be able to see it happen again like we did 1 year ago, John. You and I made that trip up to Phoenix for Berean's championship run, the undefeated season in the Canyon Athletic Association Division I. Now, they're looking to go back-to-back. Not undefeated this year. Nope. They had 2 losses. They knocked down one of those opponents that they lost to earlier in the season in the semifinal in Imagine Prep Surprise, when John and I went to Surprise, Arizona, for that semifinal game on Thursday night. And what a clutch performance that was by Berean, up 6-0 at the half, and then putting the pedal to the metal in the third. I'm excited to talk to the head coach, Jalen Hampton, probably right here on this very field a little bit later this week, about what the halftime message was to the team, how they were able to move on and recover and find their footing in that second half, and then what it's going to be like to take on the undefeated Giant. This time, they're not the undefeated Giant. It is Highland.
Heritage.
I almost want to say Highland, because I think Highland is Higley is the name of a road there in the valley. But Heritage Academy, they are the undefeated Giant this year.
Yep.
And this time, it's not Berean that's Goliath. Mm-hmm. It's Heritage that's Goliath, and we'll see what David can do to Goliath. We know the end of that story, and hopefully that'll be the same this coming Saturday, for that. On Friday, Buena High School, they ended up pulling out an incredible offensive explosion, did something that has not been done in 4 40 years getting a getting a playoff win. The fact that they were at home is something that we're not even sure has been done ever in the history of Buena High School.
And 2 home playoff games is definitely something that's never happened before.
Which they will have. Do we know who they're going to be playing?
I should pull that up. I think
that's all right. No, keep your hand warm. That's all right. Don't worry about it. We'll have all that information later on. But looking at that offense, you were able to see their What do you think? Who do you think performed better when you score 65 points and you got at least 1 pick six?
Yeah.
Is the offense performing better than the defense, or are they both peaking at the right time?
Yeah, I would say the defense as a whole is looking so good because the defensive line is just they've got 5 guys that are full starters, 5 or 6 guys. This is great rotation, just like the great teams that pull off great upsets, like the Patriots and or the Giants versus the Patriots back in the day. But like those Spagnuolo defenses, Coach Thomas has 5 or 6 defensive linemen that can just rotate. And he's got these great defensive backs that basically all play like safeties, which is hard to do. You've got corners that can tackle. None of them are very small. That's the other thing. Is like they aren't big, but like they don't get very small. They don't get under 170 pounds, 160 pounds. None of them get under 5'7" or 5'8". They're all relative. Buena doesn't have a huge player. Like, they don't have any 6'7" players or any guys that are, like, freakishly long or anything like that. But they've got good players at every position. And so this is one thing I need to reinforce. Buena's offense is a running game offense, and they are so stinking good at it. But I need to shout out Nash Moore, the quarterback. I think he's played so well this year. I think he's actually the biggest difference maker on that team. You've got Scrappy, and you've got Michael Lujan, you've got Jaden Thomas, you've got young TJ Walker, and you got this team that has so many receivers. But the guy that's throwing them the ball isn't dropping any fumbles. He's not having any weird problems. He just walks on and off the field. He doesn't complain even when like something weird happens. He's very emotionally mature, and I think of him as like the perfect field general that you'd want to have on a team for a state championship. And he's got a great arm. I want to see him at the next level, but I mean, they don't throw very often because they've scored 15, 16 touchdowns with just Scrappy alone, another 10 with Michael Lujan.
A massive running offense, ground and pound, is definitely where the bread and butter is for the Buena offense. But that is not to say anything against Nash Moore, who has received great honors and great flowers this year for his work on the field. And we know there are great things in store for that young athlete over the course of what will be the rest of this season. Hopefully it will continue after this. Are they playing on Friday again? Is that the plan?
I believe so, yeah. Friday at 7 p.m. It's a home game, so, we hope everybody's going to come out and check it out. And
once after they stop by High Heat Trivia Night, of course.
Yeah,
so stop by High Heat Trivia Night first at 6 p.m. and then go to the game at 7.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
And then, that way you stay warm. You get as many hot wings inside of you as you can from High Heat, and have your brain warm because you're playing the Trivia Night, the Trivial Pursuit 10-round gauntlet Trivia Night that is at High Heat every Friday night at 6 p.m. Not to be confused with Native Game Night, Arizona's #1 trivia night over 9 years. Every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. at Native Grill and Wings, just about a half mile from here, where we stand at Keith Hampton Memorial Field in Sierra Vista, Arizona. We'll take a peek over at the Coronado sideline here and look at them as they stay loose, trying to stay warm. Those players are, we talked about it, the challenge of being in such a cold environment like this. You're already warmed up. A halftime almost seems like it would be detrimental to you, but you do need that rest. You do need that break. Yeah. And the question is, just make sure that you stay loose as your body temperature cools down.
Yep.
Make sure that everything else stays warm.
So when your body doesn't have a lot of water in it and your body cools off too fast, that's when cramping happens. Of course, that's what happens when there isn't water in your body, period. But you don't notice it until it hits you when it's cold. When it's warm, you can kind of feel it coming. When it's cold, it will jump up and bite you, and it'll hang on until you get stretched out and warmed up and a little bit of pickle juice in you.
Oh, not that again. to make sure you stay cramp free, as John was getting all the remedies from
we were
from
getting all
everywhere as we were calling the Berean game up in Surprise on Thursday night. John talked about cramping, and there were, how many thousands and thousands of people were watching, hundreds of comments.
Oh, man.
And 90% of them were just about your cramping issues. So it's nice. It's nice that people care, John. It should make you feel warm inside, even right now, as cold as it is outside. You're warm on the inside because of the love from the Cool F Empire, making sure that they take care of John Berger.
You're a talk radio guy. Do you ever feel like you want to talk to the radio host sometimes? Like, the guy says something stupid and you're like, dude, you're wrong.
I'll say that I'll talk to them. I'll say, oh, that was funny, or oh, that's good, or most of the time it won't be a critique, because these guys
always critique.
I hear the pros. I listen to the Mad Dog Sports Radio, or I'll watch some news channels and stuff, and they say things backwards, or I'll listen to
not that. I mean, when I'm like, that opinion is whack, man.
Oh, okay.
Like,
well, but that's the whole point. You got to have a hot take. We talked about the Jim Rome effect, and how it was have a take, don't suck, and
Sure.
you got to have a very strong opinion if you were going to be any sort of successful talk radio personality. You have to come in with strong opinions, and that is where the dissenting calls or the agreeing calls will come in, and you end up getting phone calls.
And that's what I like about this live format, so that people can comment and you can go, oh, that was that, or they'll tell me that wasn't right, or like, we get this live commenting system, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, hey, people are checking in, and
Yeah, it's great to see, and great to have the comments are there. They're coming in on the way that you had it. So if you have comments for John, telling him how wrong he is about something, please feel free. But don't do that to me, because my ego is very fragile. I don't think I can take it.
If you want to talk 80s, 90s, 2000s football, if you want to talk 90s hockey, 90s baseball, what else do I got in my brain? Madden football up until about 2003, or Call of Duty. I got a lot of information in my head. It's just about totally useless, but I'm willing to share it.
I am starting to lose feeling in my toes. I'm flexing them right now as I speak. Just
do you want another pair of socks?
Oh, no.
I got some.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just need to take my shoes off and have you hold my feet. And,
oh God!
Hold my feet under your shirt and. Oh my gosh! As you see, Barca coming back out to the field, they're coming back out to get warm here.
Yeah. So this guy,
that goalkeeper,
green.
number 71 for Barca, has done a tremendous job tonight, and he is very fleet of foot with the ball, not just with his hands, but with his feet as well. And now they will be defending the west goal to start. As we get back to action here, we'll have you activate the live chat to let everybody know we're back to action at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. Coronado down 2-1 here at the half. This game brought to you by our sponsors, Copper Queen Community Hospital, Bustamante Framing LLC, Semper Valens Solutions, Inc., Thunder Mountain Church, Bob Moses Ceramic Coating, and Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative. You can see them all in the post description. And we're looking forward to a great week of football, hopefully championship football for Buena, as they will. How many wins away, or is this the semifinal game?
Semifinal.
Okay,
so they're 2 away. This is the last one before the championship.
All right, so Berean in the championship on Saturday. The Buena Fighting Colts fighting to get into the championship this Friday. And what about the Buena flag football?
Unfortunately, they lost on the road. The score went 3-0, and then it went 10-0, and then I believe Buena scored a touchdown, and then who they were playing scored a touchdown. So it ended up 17-7. And I guess the Buena girls, super hard fought game. It was pretty much 3-0 through halftime. They held the game together the way they should, and then in the second half, the other team just put together a run, and that was that. But
what about their playoff hopes, though?
They're totally out of the playoffs. That was a playoff game.
Oh, that was the playoff game.
Yes, that was the playoff game. So they had made the playoffs in their very first year. Villalobos is leading the entire No, what she number 2 in the entire United States in punt return.
There we go.
Punt return
Slide
average.
it out a little bit, let you get a better view there. Thank you, John. Well, that's the incredible part about the Buena flag football team, the girls flag football team, is the youth. Is that they are a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, a lot of kids coming back. So that's a great foundation to build on after a first-year program. We were able to see Coronado Athletic Club in their first year that they went to the playoffs, and they were the number 4 seed, taking the number 1 seed to the 119th minute. And that was the difference in their very first season, where they presented me with a jersey. I got a team jersey with my name on it.
Heck yeah.
And number 1, they said, because I'm the number 1 fan, which I have always said, no, their number 1 fans are the parents and the family members. I'm just glad to be a part of the Coronado Athletic Club family. The referee is checking his watch. We are at 7:03.
All right.
So once this whistle blows, if it stays that way, it will be 7:48 at full time. So he's still, maybe his watch froze. Yeah, he's winding. Please activate the live chat if you're watching us live right now. We are back to action. The whistle blows. It is 7:03, so we will play 45 minutes to glory. Coronado down 2-1. Coronado now will be attacking the west goal, defending the east goal. It is the same goalkeeper in for Coronado. They did not switch goalkeepers yet. Sometimes they do that at the half just to keep the legs fresh, but it looks like every starter back out on the field. And again, Coronado does not have that many spare players to choose from. It is BARCA that has a litany, at least a handful of players, if not more. I'd say half a dozen.
Yeah.
Coronado tries to push the ball ahead. They do. Nice tap to Alan Solis out on the far side. Jared Nunez waving his hand for the ball. Solis gets cut off at the pass as he taps it back up and in, and that ball is stopped by the BARCA goalkeeper, who has put in some work tonight. One has gotten by him, but that is all thus far. Just starting this second half here in Sierra Vista. Always a joy to bring you these games. Always a joy to have John Berger by my side.
Thanks, man. I appreciate coming out here. Coming out and doing sports with you is a lot of fun.
And I know you're in mourning after the Chiefs loss, but
it's regular season. Nobody cares until it's the playoff time. I don't care.
Well, the 72 Dolphins, they care, and as they crack their champagne this evening, as supposedly there is a urban legend that every year as the final undefeated team in the NFL loses, they crack a bottle of champagne wherever they are in a toast to the 1972 Dolphins 17-0 season, even though technically they were beaten by the 2008-2009 Patriots that went 19-0, or I'm sorry, 18-0, and then went 18-1.
Yeah.
And then they should have won that Super Bowl. I'm still upset about this.
It's kind of nice to be able to win a Super Bowl after 16 games, but, I guess just being undefeated is the goal there.
Right. Ultimately, that is what they can say, that no other team has done. And
Look at that!
In midair, they're not blowing a whistle. There is not now a whistle's being blown, but just as a way to let Jared, who went completely airborne.
Well, he rolled like he got hit by a car. He just kept rolling.
He went completely airborne, and there was no whistle blown for a penalty. Both players went up in the air. They were both susceptible to something very bad happening, and Jared took the worse for wear. As he now sits up, just taking some deep breaths. And again, this is what you have to worry about. Coming out of halftime when it is this cold.
Yeah.
And you weren't staying warm on the sidelines. It's not like Coronado was running drills on the sidelines.
No.
They were just... Jared gets up, a little help from the official there, and the one who knocked him down, tapping the official on the shoulder, saying, hey, blow the whistle next time. Give me some love, man. Got to help me out. So they drop it. No flag, or I'm sorry, no card, no whistle for a penalty. Now Jared attacks. Trying to keep BARCA on their toes. This is something that they did early in this game, as Jared made that first goal of the game. The flag goes up. It's offside.
So has play started? No. Okay.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, he's walking with the ball. It's like, why aren't they blowing the whistle? He's walking with the ball in his hands. So Barca leading 2-1. Nice kick up ahead. And nice defensive job by number 20. That's Cesar Mulonzi.
There goes that to the corner.
So, yeah, corner kick. Scoring opportunity for Barca to increase their 2-1 lead here in the second half.
He's a right-footed kicker.
So he's going to try to hook it.
Yeah.
The angle that he's coming at, probably one of the better placed corner kicks that we've seen. The corner kicks have all been long.
Yeah.
The handful of corner kicks that we've seen over the course of this game.
Nice. Getting away
The goalkeeper is all the way out at the 30-yard line.
Good Lord, that's so risky. At least it seems risky to me. I don't know.
It's a handball. It was going out of bounds anyway, so it'll be they should have just let it bounce out of bounds instead of touching it with his hand. Because then they get a kick instead of a throw-in. Either way.
Yeah.
Coronado will have possession. Nice kick to the far side of the field. Wow, a lot of foot fighting over there.
They're pulling on each other's jerseys.
Yeah, but the second one gets the whistle, so it'll be Barca with the ball, attacking from our left to our right. Attacking the east goal.
Well, I'm very happy to have found out that video games turn out to be healthy for people. They're surgeons are being asked to play first-person shooter video games to increase their ability to their dexterity with the surgeon with a scalpel.
So what you're saying, John, is that you're applying for medical school?
One, I'm too afraid of needles. That's been a real problem in my life. And two, I think I'm past that point. I've learned all the cool things I should learn. I just got to get better at the ones I got.
That ball gets deflected out of bounds.
Just let that sucker go.
Yeah, exactly. Just grab the one behind the net. And it'll be a goal kick for Coronado. Down 2-1 against Barca here tonight. Coronado in their white jerseys. White trunks, blue numbers, where Barca has their red and white combo tops with yellow numbers.
One of the young athletes out here is going to go grab the ball for the team. Very cool. Coming out of the stands to get the ball. Nice. What a nice kid.
Gotta chase it down because just don't have ball strikers here tonight.
Yeah. Man, get that kid a slice of pizza.
Yeah, the city not providing that. On this very chilly night here in Sierra Vista. We were lucky and had a very nice warm day in Phoenix. It was up to 85 in Phoenix when we were up there. And so the temperature didn't drop down as dramatically, and it wasn't windy either. So but I still had my second layer on. I still had my hoodie on top of my hoodie.
Dude, I don't mess around. I've got that stuff on. If it's gonna be cold, I prepare for it.
And how about those Imagine Prep surprise fans?
Yeah, great folks, super nice, helping us with the pronunciation of names and helping us explain some of the who the better players on the team are so that we can kind of give a better broadcast. I thought that was really cool of them.
Really nice families.
Yeah, they had one or two incredibly loud fans. What would I call her? The siren, the singer, that lady that kept screaming behind us.
Yes,
really sweet lady.
Yes, I almost forgot about her.
Her raspy voice, man. That was. She was fun though.
Now, the Imagine Prep Storm had a great season, came up a little bit short because they ran into the wall. That is the Berean Academy Eagles playing for the Canyon Athletic Association Division III Championship this Saturday at 5 p.m. We are working to get that, I should say Todd is working to get that clearance so we can air the game on Cool FM Live, and you can be a part of history yet again.
That would be so cool.
We get to make history every year, John.
Dude.
It seems like last year was the undefeated season and the championship coverage. This year it was the very first girls flag football AIA broadcast ever on Cool FM. And can we, who knows what's to come in the seasons to come for us here.
I really enjoy getting all these reps, you know, like I get to broadcast a championship game and playoff games and like games that matter, you know, Coach Cheese games, college basketball. The Cool FM is so
legit
like,
college basketball games.
Like at some point we're going to keep moving up to where, you know, they're going to send up being on the away team, being sent to like, let's say U of A to cover something like that. That's actually being this away team for Cool FM has been a lot of fun working with you. I mean, they send us all the best stuff now.
Well, I know you've learned a lot from me.
Oh,
I know
for
that,
sure.
So.
Oh, dude, I've never.
Just remember, I've taught you everything you know, but I haven't taught you everything I know. So.
Okay, that is true. That is true.
Oh, my friend, voice actor Quentin Flynn, sending me some text messages here. Good friend of mine for many years. He's a voice actor. You talked about the video games. He was the voice of Raiden.
Yeah, from Metal Gear games.
Yes, from Metal Gear. He was also in Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
He was a voice in Kingdom Hearts. He was, you remember the original Lion King? There was Timon and Pumbaa.
Uh-huh.
There was actually a spin-off of Timon and Pumbaa, a cartoon that Disney produced. He was, which one was he? I think he was Timon. Pumbaa was the big war hog.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was Timon. The little meerkat or whatever that Timon was. So he was the voice actor of that. My good friend, Quentin Flynn.
Yeah, right.
Leaving me a text message. He's not watching live right now, but I just saw the text message pop in. I sent him a message before the broadcast tonight, so he's probably just replying to that.
Oh, man, that ball gets away from me on this little tiny screen. Sometimes I can't say, oh, no, nice steal. What?
No, remember, this is in front of the Coronado.
Oh, shit. Shoot.
So that ball gets passed. Did he touch it? That's the question. No, he did not. So it will be a Barca throw-in on that side. That ball getting caught up in the bleachers.
Under the legs. The frozen legs.
So Barca with this 2-1 lead, they're just milking it now. I mean, and again, the time of possession in this second half has been, oh, wow, they thought that was a handball right in front of the official. The official, he would have seen it. He was standing right in front of it.
Yeah.
It was right there. And it happened facing him, so he must not have seen that, or it must not have been a handball.
Now, a handball is anything below the elbow, right?
I believe so. Big kick. Oh, to the left post. Oh, my goodness. Barca with a chance to add to their 2-1 lead. And chased down behind by Jared. It's a good part about him playing left wing is that we get to see him in action.
Yeah. Second half.
Yep. See him much better right in front of us as opposed to the far side of the field. No flag up. Barca centers. Great defense. The back line coming through for Coronado. Barca comes up empty, but they will set up a corner kick to add to their 2-1 lead. John, that was a flurry of action right in front of that goal.
Yeah, there's some really great footwork going in there. A lot of it looked like someone was trying to get a shot and a shot and a shot, and then it finally came loose. But man, a lot of activity. Great game so far.
So again, the right-footed number 64 for Barca, trying to bend it like Beckham. Gap goes too far. Didn't get all of it there to get that thing cleared out.
Yeah.
It's Alan Solis, usually very fleet-footed. That goes up and over. Not sure if that was through the... Oh, there's the kid running down the ball, getting it kicked up. Oh, great job back there.
Good job, young person, young man or girl.
Yeah, not sure. He or she is all bundled up.
Yeah.
So it'll be a goal kick for Coronado. Again, they have been on their heels just about this entire second half. That will be at full time at 7:48 p.m. Arizona time. Oh, how did that stay in? Look at the English on that ball. You can see it spinning from here. The way those colors are spinning, it somehow stayed in bounds off the foot of Jared Nunez. As the back line of Barca gets it up to the midline, now trying to get it to the front, to the forwards, but intercepted by Coronado. Wow, the Barca player's literally hanging right on to big number 19. He's a corn-fed colossus there.
That didn't go out.
No, they're saying it's a whistle against Barca, so it'll be a free kick for Coronado. Temperature continues to drop here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. It says 44, but the wind chill's got to be near 32, probably very close to freezing.
Yeah.
Even though I can't see my breath yet. Usually that's a sign that it's closer to freezing.
Good point.
Doesn't that make you warmer when I say, look, you can't see your breath, John. It's not that cold.
You're just being a wimp. Yeah, that's me.
Oh, two Coronado players following the ball that goes all the way into the hands of the Barca goalkeeper, keeping the score at 2-1. Just about 17 minutes into the second half. Started at 7:03, so again, it will be 7:48 at full time. And they'll add some time for, should there be a bunch of goals happening or injuries.
The one injury so far.
It took a little over a minute for Jared to recover and get up, but that is a foot race.
What?
The ball gets by the goalkeeper, and they tap in for the third goal of the night. The goalkeeper for Coronado went for it all, ended up coming up empty on that play. Ball gets through to the back of the net. It is 3-1 Barca.
Seems pretty risky when the goalkeeper comes out,
But he had no choice.
Yeah, at
He
that
had to
point, what's he
attack
going to
that
do? You just wait for people to keep taking shots on him or go and grab it.
Nonetheless, Coronado down 3-1. Now the sense of urgency really needs to kick in, and they need to find some sort of offense. 3 unanswered goals by Barca in this game. Coronado can't even get good passes from their back line. That's usually very solid. Pushing it up ahead to Nunez. Nunez, it's another foot race. How on earth did that goalkeeper's hands get on the ball? And luckily, Jared had the wherewithal to jump over him.
That dude takes all the risks.
That was tie goes to the goalkeeper. I mean, that was a bang-bang play at the ball. Oh, that slips by. The ball continues rolling in bounds, and the Coronado goalkeeper doing his impersonation of the Barca goalkeeper, coming all the way out of the box. Now he stays back, gets a big boot. That'll land over into Barca territory. There's a flag up on that side, offside. Man, how can you be offside at the 42-yard line? I mean, that's how far up the defense is playing of Barca, because they've been on the attack this entire second half, and they lead 3-1. Is your hand warmer doing okay?
Oh, yeah, dude. One hand is doing it very, very well. The other one.
Big kick, left-footed. And the goalkeeper falls on the ball, protecting it, rolling it out to his fullback teammate. Thank you guys for watching the award-winning Cool FM Sports.
Ooh, wow.
Down. How on earth?
No!
That kick came from way outside the keeper's box. No one back to defend. It's 4-1 Barca.
The goalkeeper came out and blocked that first one, and the ball came available. I don't know how that happened. I trying to replay that in my head, but
we'll have to watch the replay. We need to have another phone set up here so we can watch replays like we were doing the other night.
Oh, man.
That was fantastic. So, my goodness gracious, back-to-back goals, 4 unanswered goals. Remember, Coronado started out leading 1-0, but after that, it has been all Barca. The one goal coming from Jared Nunez. And that goes all the way out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Barca. You want to say when it rains, it pours, but we dealt with that 2 weeks ago when we were here last time. That was raining and pouring.
That was so cold.
Yeah.
That was colder than this, actually.
I think so. It was wet and cold.
Yeah, being wet, it absorbs. So cotton will sap all the heat out of your body if it gets wet. And I was wearing wet pants, wet cotton jeans.
Yep, you and me both. So the whistle blew. It looked like the referee was talking to one of the Coronado players. It's a throw-in for Barca, leading 4-1. Not sure how this could affect the standings.
He kicked the ball.
Yeah, kicked it right off another dude, but no flag, no whistle. Good kick over to the side to Arbayo. Oh, ball slips by him, but he's able to get it before it goes out of bounds. Going back to his fullbacks, to the back line. Backline trying to make a turn. Kicks it up ahead, looking for Nunez. Not there. Intercepted by Barca. Hey, even over the course of this season, covering Coronado, we've seen Jared Nunez get a hat trick.
Yep.
How cool was that?
That was pretty
I think
awesome.
it's the first time I've ever got to call a hat trick.
Oh, we should have thrown our hats. I didn't have any.
That's right.
That would have been fun.
3 goals in 1 game. Oh, great job by the Coronado goalkeeper coming out, putting a knee up to protect himself from getting run into by...
That dude is right up on him, though.
Yeah, you think there'd be a little bit of respect to give him some room, but... Again, Barca, this non-stop attack that has led to 4 unanswered goals, and now they're attacking again! Finally getting cut off, they let it roll out of bounds. So a goal kick for Coronado. Great stopping of that ball, pushing it ahead to Jared, but look at where the keeper is, coming all the way out to the 30-yard line.
So risky. And then...
Is it risk or is it confidence at this point? It's got to be confidence.
Well, Coronado, every time they bring their guy out, they score on him, you know? So it's... I kind of wonder if it has something to do with the... Yeah, like the way they're playing defense or something like that. I'm trying to figure it out.
The way the ball hits. They've had their hands up. And finally, they raised the flag. That was a late flag. I believe the sideline official was waiting for the call from the head referee. But my goodness, every player, every fullback for Coronado had their hands up as the attack continued. Now the referee making sure that the sideline judge was okay, because again, I think she was under the impression that it was going to be called from the field rather than the sideline. That's the only explanation I could come up with, giving them the benefit of the doubt.
For sure.
Even when Coronado has the ball right in front of the goal, it still seems like Barca is in control.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at the goalkeeper.
No, what is he doing?
He's taking on 2 different guys. That goalkeeper is crazy for Barca.
I don't think he's a goalkeeper. I think he's probably a forward that's really pissed that he's not playing today.
Yeah.
It's like, listen.
Yeah, he's like a right wing or something that's just stuck in the goalkeeper's box, but showing off his fancy footwork.
He's super fast.
Quick feet.
Yeah, and usually you see a goalkeeper that's actually quite a bit larger than the rest of the team, and he's not one of the bigger guys.
And, of course, the flag goes up. Number 23 for Coronado, not on my roster, raising his hand saying, "Are you kidding me?" Every time they try to get something, the whistle blows because the flag goes up on the far side of the field. The ball is,
I see it.
Yeah, sitting at the 20.
That
21-yard line.
I don't know why I'm having such a hard time seeing it tonight.
It's because our eyes are frozen.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yellow card being instituted to number 23 after having some words with the official.
Man,
the official will write that number down in his little black book.
I never mess with the referees. I just never did it. Like, of everybody that has control of your fate, like, I never, ever, 6th grade, 5th grade, 8th grade, senior, when I was in college, you never mess with a referee. You just let them call their game. Just
don't let the ref determine your game either. You want to be better and make sure that the referee is not the one who determines the outcome of your game. You determine the outcome of your game. The whistle finally blows after the yellow card instituted to one of the Coronado players in this 4-1 stop that Coronado trying to get another goal and gets tripped right there. That is definitely a whistle, and that should be a yellow card. A yellow card is instituted, back-to-back yellow cards against.
Yeah, you wonder if it's the same player.
Yeah, if it is, well, that's a red card because 2 yellows equal a red. But nonetheless, this will be the first great scoring opportunity for Coronado in this second half. And we are halfway through this second half, I believe, at this point. It is 7:29. It will be full time at 7:51. What did I say? 7:48 is what I said. So we are just about halfway.
What are the rules for lining up?
It's 10 yards.
Okay.
So usually a lot of times the referees will have a little can of spray paint. They'll mark it on the ground and show them where they can stand.
Wow.
And so he's marching it off right now and letting them know exactly where to stand.
It's a football field. How do you not know that?
Yeah. You can just look at the markers. Nonetheless, they have a certain way of marking it off, just because not all soccer fields have the football field markings on them. But you can see the wall that's being built.
Yeah, you build a wall, and then you got some dudes that aren't in the wall. Can you have everybody in the wall?
Because it's going to deflect. Okay. I don't know if I don't think you want to have everybody on the wall.
Okay. And the offense.
No, that goes way up, way high, way over.
Field goal is good.
I think it might have been wide to the left.
Oh, wide left. Shoot.
Yeah, because I would have tied the game because it's 4-1. It's a 3-pointer if it goes through the field goal. That's 3 points. Unfortunately, it's not 3 goals. Oh, the moon is coming up way over there.
Dude, it's orange.
Behind those clouds. And there's another flag for offside at the 37-yard line. Just to put this in perspective, how far up the defense is playing for Barca as they lead 4-1 over the Coronado Athletic Club. This is an outstanding defense that is able to pull these offside calls just at will.
Well, I think what they do is they're relying on their goalkeeper, They believe that guy can, and clearly he can cover whatever, if he's all by himself. He's been taking on one-on-ones all night, and he's been successful all but one time,
Yeah, the first goal of the game came off the educated foot of Jared Nunez.
Now,
and then 4 unanswered by Barca. Arbayo here on the near side. Over to number 19, who's a big boy, trying to get something. That goes way up, way over, off the right upright. That's out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. Thank you so much to Copper Queen Community Hospital, Bustamante Framing LLC, Semper, Valens Solutions, Inc., Thunder Mountain Church, Bob Moses, Ceramic Coating, and Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative for being the sponsors of this game. You can see them all in the post description if you know of any of those companies or use any of those companies or see any of those companies in and around the area here. Be sure to shake their hand, give them a high five, tell them thank you, pat on the back, saying, hey, thanks for making this coverage possible.
I always do. Anytime I see them. And all of our sponsors are so friendly. That's the best part. Customer service seems to be like everyone's number one goal.
True all the time. So
Everything.
Bad Yelp ratings and things like that usually deals with customer service. But, you know, we're fortunate here that a lot of the places I go to, a lot of the people I see, and a lot of the businesses I work with on my radio stations, 101.7 FM and the all-new Mix 96.9 FM in Sierra Vista. You know, very good, hard-working, quality people that just want to do good in the community and make a living, and fortunately are able to do both here in Sierra Vista and Douglas, where I have a radio station at Q95, 95.3 FM, up in Safford, 99.1 FM.
That ball
in Vale at 98.5 FM.
You cover all of Cochise County.
Tubok, 98.1 FM. Flagstaff, 98.9 FM. I can keep going. Oh my gosh, the goalkeeper finally made a mistake. Is the kick going in? No! It goes wide to the left. Not able to get the angle that he wanted, even when the goalkeeper comes out of the box and has his first mistake of the night when coming out of the box. Coronado cannot convert it into a goal. It remains 4-1 Barca.
High risk, high reward, man. And he risked a lot, and he was rewarded by that guy not being able to score. That defense is a total gambler. I love it.
That is an offside immediately called by the sideline judge. But Coronado down 4-1. No time to waste as we are over halfway through this second half. No scoreboard, no countdown clock here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. No press box to keep us warm.
No insulated floor.
And no rest for the weary, as we've been on since
4 days. You and me since, Thursday?
Well, and then, Wednesday you were at the flag football. I was at Native game night, so, you count that.
Yeah, I don't really have many days off anymore, Monday and Tuesday.
I'll see what I can come up with.
Hey, I don't want days off. That was not me asking for a day off.
Oh, no, I know. Now, we're fortunate to get to do what we do, thanks to Todd Ryan and this amazing disruptor media that has invaded the space, the advertising space, and Barca on the attack again. Taps it right in. Gets the pass, the assist coming from the Barca player who had the ball up until the very last second, put it to the center, and even he gets some love from his teammate. As the one who scores the goal takes a bow. But it was all the work of the assister on that team.
Yeah.
That assist was gorgeous, and that takes it to 5-1. I would ask if we have a running clock now, but the clock always runs in soccer.
Thankfully. I love it.
7:34 p.m. We will reach full time at 7:48. So,
okay.
Coronado down 5-1. At this point, realizing there's some substitutions being made for Barca. Barca bringing in some second stringers to be able to give some of their guys a well-deserved rest. Yep. 5 goals in one game. That does not happen by accident. That happens from hard work and great chemistry. And that is what this Barca team has put together tonight. You've seen how often they have touched the ball, how often they have had possession. It has been lopsided in time of possession. Even in the first half when it was just 2-1. But now 5 unanswered goals. Can Coronado answer? No.
Where?
No one there. No one from the midfield coming in to follow up the front line.
Yeah, it's like no rebounding, or in basketball, if nobody's going in for the offensive rebound, you can't get that second shot put up.
Barca player slips down, but Barca still stays in control. Takes another shot, and that is off the hand of the Coronado Athletic Club goalkeeper as he kicks the
young shagger hustling out to grab that ball. Good man.
Yeah, kicks the side post there as the kiddo starts running towards it. But there's no sense of urgency anymore when you're down 5-1. It is just a matter of finishing the game. The moon is rising to our east.
Oof.
As this night has belonged to Barca in so many ways.
Wow.
A half dozen. 6 goals for Barca. Ball control and quality control has been the name of their game this evening as they push the lead to 6-1. A tough day at the office for Coronado Athletic Club in their final home game before the playoffs. They're seated at number 3. This is not the kind of momentum you want before going into the playoffs. You want to be like what Bueno was able to do. Just hit that ramp and just keep going up, up, up. Oh, soft pass.
Oh, man.
It's intercepted, and now even Jared trying to come back.
One more pass.
Wow, that goes up and over the crossbar. Oh, the kid was waiting for it.
Yeah,
Good job.
he's on it. Good man.
Job. Getting that up there to the Coronado Athletic Club goalkeeper, who will have a goal kick.
I think he wants to get out of here, too. He's saving us a little bit of time, that young man.
Well, either way, this is all but a formality at this point.
Yeah.
When you're down 6-1. And Barca still has control. They are not giving up control. It's like they're as fresh as a daisy out there on this field. And then it comes right there.
What's up with the defense?
No offside call. And it's another goal.
Why?
Coronado had their hands up, waiting for the offside to be called. It didn't happen. And the 7th goal goes through the back of the net in favor of Barca. This will be a game that Coronado will not want to think about should they get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Should that number 3 seed hold, and they have to take on the number 2 seed, whoever that is, because the number 1 will take on the number 4. Whistle blows. Coronado now just frustrated at this point.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Less than 10 minutes in regulation. No need for the official to add additional time to this game.
Hope not.
No need at all. But nonetheless, for those of you who stay tuned in for what are the last few moments of this game, the last 10 minutes of this game, thank you so much for watching the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Jeff Davenport, John Berger, hanging out with you at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. Looking forward to some more sports that we'll be covering over the course of this coming week. It's going to be championship week.
Yep.
Semifinal week and championship week. There we go. And, of course, a flag goes up. Solis being offside. That call coming from that far judge, again, at the 33-yard line. So you can see the defense was playing back in that instance. It wasn't being called at the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
My goodness. This back line forcing the offside calls at their command.
I think they're just going to hold on to it here, right?
Oh, it's just, I don't know. I mean, you thought they would have done that at 4-1, and maybe 5-1, or 6-1. Instead, it's 7-1. And they're on the attack again.
Oh,
nice block
good
by
defense.
the Coronado goalkeeper. Getting that leg out as the rest of his defense just kind of stood around and watched. At least he didn't give up on that play. I mean, we understand the frustration. John, you and I grew up playing sports in high school and college, and We've been on both sides of a beatdown.
Oh, I've gotten a beat down. Yeah, I'm just glad it didn't happen too many times. You have to keep your head up, and you have to keep playing. Like, that's the thing, is like, you want to quit when you're getting your tail kicked, but you have to persevere, and sometimes you have those crazy upset comebacks, like the Patriots coming back 28 points in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. I mean, if you assume that you've lost in certain instances when you're down big numbers, you never know if that comeback can happen.
Well, it'll never happen if you quit. And that's where, this team tonight just kind of put their heads down when that fourth goal went through. And now 7 unanswered goals in a 7-1 smackdown by Barca tonight. Barca has looked so good. And again, enforcing those offside calls, that's been the magic of their defense, which transitions to their offense. Another foot race, and the Coronado keeper gets there first. A whistle against Barca, free kick for Coronado. Kicked up ahead, and another flag waving, offside again.
Now, tell me, whose fault is that? Like, an offsides? Is that really more the defense?
The forward is going for the ball, so they're trying to get to the ball, and if the fullback ends up moving in front, they're automatically offside. So it's a very intuitive way of protecting that back defensive line. Very cerebral defense. And again, we're just playing till full time. It was 2-1 at the half, and now it's 7-1. My gosh. This second half, even just this little tip-tap back and forth, it's all Barca. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're seeing an incredibly talented team. I don't know what their record has been over the course of this year. And look at the goalkeeper. Yeah. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
He's not a goalie, man.
He's making me talk like this, John.
That's not a goalie. Whatever that is, that's not a goalie.
And, of course, a flag up. Offside again. There is no chance. The long passes they needed to stop in the first half because this defense, you need short passes to kind of keep everybody in line and attack in a short game rather than these long, deep passes, because they're getting called for offside every single time.
What is going on?
And that goes through.
No defense. I just feel like the defensive backs are
the
not
heads
slowing anything
are down. It is 7:45. There are 3 minutes left to go in this game, and the 8th goal just got past the Coronado goalkeeper as the fullbacks and that defense just basically has stopped. Everything is stopped for Coronado. They just want to get off this field, but unfortunately, time will not allow them to do that for at least 3 more minutes. And there's a red card being in. Wait, what does he have out?
Oh, no.
What is it? It looked like he had a. Maybe that's his pocketbook? I don't know.
Or maybe he just had it in his hand and wasn't flashing it. He just whistled again.
Well, here's Coronado's chance to try to get back on the board and have something positive go for them in a game that has been so negative.
There they go.
Look at that. And it goes in. So, at least that's one more goal for them as they run it back out. 8-2.
There's no victory formation in soccer.
No, there is not. It's just tapping it back and forth. And Barca has just been the stronger team, especially in this second half.
Come on. There it goes.
Just moments left.
What's he doing again?
And now they're looking to add more goals.
He's so fast.
Very, very quick, slicing through that defense of Coronado. Oh, I heard that collision. Yeah. The two legs and the ball in between. Well, because he's going offside the whole time. I mean, they're getting called for offside. That is a whistle. That will be a possible yellow card here with very little time left. Yellow card instituted against number 55 of BARCA. So Coronado looking to set up very quickly as we are in the possible waning moment, literally, of this game. Yeah. There's no need for additional time and an 8-2 curb stomp.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sorry to use that graphic analogy, but
I think it's fairly accurate.
The referee jumps out of the way.
Come on.
Now kicking it toward that goalkeeper who catches it at its highest point, what you want to see a defensive back do.
Yeah.
When making an interception, or a wide receiver do when making a reception. In the other football.
He's been the most athletic goalkeeper I've seen so far. Not a tall guy, but all
this season,
over the...
Yeah, very, very quick. And certainly has ball skills, dribbling skills.
Oh!
Off the crossbar.
They're still going for it.
They are. There is no quit in this team, up 8-2.
Clear it.
Just get the ball cleared. Yes, thank you. But they know they can't clear it too far, or else people are going to be called for offside.
Oh, jeez.
Collision in between. The Coronado players collide with each other, and BARCA gets called for the whistle and gets a yellow card.
Oh, wow.
No? Yes? No? Yes. Yellow card instituted as two Coronado players collide with each other. BARCA gets the yellow.
Man.
To match the numbers on the back of their jersey. A lot of yellow cards going on here. They don't want to waste any time. Finally, not an offside call on that very long kick. That'll be a throw-in for Coronado. They knew that right away. BARCA not even arguing it. Kicks it back to their goalkeeper, who, again, dribbles with his feet. Yeah. And that is full time. We are done. Magically and thankfully, this game comes to an end. Unfortunately for Coronado, not the way they wanted to go into the playoffs tonight, as they lose 8-2 to this BARCA team. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Copper Queen Community Hospital, Bustamante Framing LLC, Semper Valens Solutions Inc., Thunder Mountain Church, Bob Moses Ceramic Coating, and SSVEC. Thank you so much to Todd Ryan for creating this space to be able to bring you something like this. Thank you to the sponsors that make it happen. Thank you to John Berger being by my side all these days in a row. And we look forward to all the amazing things coming up later on this week. Not the way the Coronado wanted to end, but hopefully they will remain at number 3 and go into the USPL playoffs. That will be coming soon. Stay tuned to their Facebook page for more details on that. And if we're able to cover those games, we definitely will. But congratulations to BARCA. We wish them a safe trip home. On behalf of the entire Cool F Empire, thank you for watching this game. Thank you, John. Thank you, Keith Hampton Memorial Field. It's Jeff Davenport signing off from Sierra Vista on this Sunday night. Have a great night, everybody, and have a great week. Let's see what happens. Championship week in Sierra Vista. Take care.